You until 10 p.m. It's just gone on 6 minutes past 7. And of course, you know, we're going to get the party nice and hot and heated for tonight because we have a certain somebody who's going to be joining us in studio a little bit later, a certain award winner, somebody who did big things this past week in South African hip hop. Somebody who's also got much to celebrate is in studio with me tonight. And yeah, man. Quite happy to finally get you here in studio all the way from PTA. Make some noise because Flame is in studio with me.
Yes, sir.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, fine, and you?
I'm all right.
Sorry, I just realized we weren't recording. All right, cool. So we're here on the Stir Up. I got Flame in studio with me. And yeah, man, it's been so long. Your album is out. It's doing such really dope stuff. And obviously, I've also just been caught up in trying to get everybody in studio. But I'm glad that I finally made the time to actually do this interview.
Thank you very much. I actually always wanted to be here. Yeah.
Well, you know, you obviously did good things. It warranted the fact that we could actually make the time to actually have you in studio. First of all, shout outs.
Thank you very much.
Best male, best newcomer.
Thank you.
And most newcomers don't win best male off the cuff like that. So for you to actually get both awards on the same night, it definitely means something because firstly, you're obviously on the come up and you're getting the best newcomer, but then you're also basically standing your ground and saying, I'm also one of the best in the game. How does that make you feel?
Honestly, for me, it's like a blessing because like I just felt like, you know, if you just work hard, you'll get everything you need, and it's all about a matter of timing.
Yeah.
You don't have to rush it. Just work towards your goals and make sure everything you do it exactly how you want to and don't compromise.
Yes.
So for me to win, it was like, wow. I was also shocked because I wasn't expecting that. I was like, okay, being nominated is like big enough on its own.
Yes.
That shows that, okay, I worked enough. But
yes,
that was just like the icing on the cake.
Yes, definitely. And that also kind of shows that people are listening to your music and people are appreciating the talent as well, and it's coming through in the album.
Yeah, and I really appreciate everybody that supported. I mean, like, you know, not everybody.
Did you think this album would actually get so much love?
Honestly, what it's doing right now, I didn't really think it was going to do what it's doing right now. But I just thought, okay, I'm going to have like one of the hottest projects, and then, you know, people are just going to like it and it's just going to be there. Because also like working on it wasn't really like as fun as I worked on like projects like Do Not Disturb with Sushi and stuff like that. Because I was going through a lot, like physically, mentally, personally, like a whole lot was just going on, and it just pulled me back from focusing on making music mostly. So at that time I really had to make music just to keep myself away from thinking about all of that. But also it just kept on, you know, bothering me. So I really wasn't in a good space. I didn't really expect it to be what it is. And
look at you now, 2 awards later. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We've got Flame in studio. Remember, you can give him a shout out. You can call him if you want to speak to him, 089 11 505. Or you can just send us a WhatsApp with some of your comments, some of your questions as well for the homie. He will be chilling with me in studio. 082 550 5151. No, don't bother to call him. that was Don't Bother by Flame on 5FM. Yeah, man. So we're still hanging out with the homie in studio. He has won himself 2 South African Hip Hop Awards at the South African Hip Hop Awards this past week. Man. Best male, best newcomer. Album is out. Candy Man. He's doing big things. And he is taking some of your comments and some of your WhatsApps as well. So we are going to be playing some of them here live for you. So 082 550 5151.
Yo, Flame, my guy. Yes. Yo, my guy, I love your work. I just want to tell you to keep on going on because you're good at what you do, you know. I personally call you the Travis Scott of SA, but actually you're the Flame of the world. But my guy, I love your work. I really love your work. Keep on going on and keep on going hard, working hard. You're going to receive more awards. I just love your work. This is Sims from Sasolburg.
There you have it. You've got people all the way out in Sasolburg who are just like, yo, man, we dig your music. And of course, the comparison to Travis Scott must come so often.
Hey, you know, I got to a point where I had to accept the fact that me being compared to Travis Scott is like me just having power to be as creative as him, because otherwise why would you compare me to somebody that great?
That's so true. But I think also just your cadences, the music's part of your looks as well, you know, the aesthetic
but
also
I
kind of
won't
comes
lie,
in.
he really influenced a whole lot
in your music.
Time. Like just me being a human being, like I learned a lot from him. But yeah.
Hopefully a collab is in the stars for you. You know what I mean?
It is. Trust me.
Yes.
It is. It's only a matter of time.
You're gonna make it happen.
Just watch. Let's wait for it. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah.
More coming through from your people. A very important question, which I think is on everybody's mind.
Okay.
La Flame, SAHHA. Yeah. This is Zwa from Durban. And all I wanted to ask is, will you ever see yourself like collaborating again with A-Reese or Mesh Beats or Words? Like, do you ever see yourself doing that again in future? Yeah. By the way, congratulations on those 2 awards, man. That's dope. Yeah.
There you have it. The question on everybody's mind: will you ever get back into studio with A-Reese or Mesh Beats? Yes or no?
Honestly, that's out of my control and out of my hands, so I don't know.
You don't know?
Nah.
Okay. Let's rewind. For some people who probably are maybe sitting in the dark and they don't really know exactly what happened.
Yeah.
You guys are obviously not seeing eye to eye.
Yeah.
And could you say that was partially your fault or his fault? Or because you're seeming to be on the fence about whether you'd go back into studio. So clearly you're not so caught up or cut up about things.
Nah, honestly, like me, I got to a point where I figured that if I'm not going to put myself first, then I might as well just not do anything, because what's the point of following what other people are doing? What's the point of putting other people first when I have goals too? I'm living my life. What happens if that person tomorrow decides to say, okay, I'm out of your life?
Yes.
And I got to look at my life and be like, okay, what did I do?
Yes.
Throughout that time I was with that person. So for me, it's only a thing that, you know what, I don't even want to speak on it too much, because, you know, like every time this thing comes up, it's always going to be a vice versa thing. People want to. So only thing I'm going to say is that whatever everybody's hearing about me is a pure lie.
Yes.
That's it. And I won't talk about it, because for me, it's a personal thing. Rather, we talk about it personally. If you really want to talk about it and solve me, you got my number, bro. Hit me up. I'm not going to be the nigga. Sorry. My bad. I'm not going to be the dude that's going to be like, you know, going into studio making songs about what's what, taking out, like, most of these things are some things that people don't even need to know.
Yes. Yeah. I hear you. Don't dwell too much on it if it's going to be negative. At the end of the day, you want positivity to come through, and the positivity is all about the awards and trying to move forward and, you know, getting news to the people.
And that's my point of saying, you know, like, I don't know if it happens in the future. It happens. I mean, you never know what can happen.
That's so true.
You know what I mean? So I'd rather just mind my own business, not be in anybody, like, rather hate me for doing some good stuff than me giving. I'd rather give you like a great reason to hate on me than you hating on me because I just did stupid decisions.
Yes, I hear you. All right, so now that Mesh Beats is out of the question with regards to making music with him, who are some of your favorite producers that you've kind of been working with, and especially on the album?
On the album, my favorite, everybody that produced out there on my album is a definite favorite, because they all have a different type of element and sound they bring into like, basically they're not really far from what I do. It's just that they complement it. Basically, it's easy to just, it's like when you're an artist, you can hear who's dope, but you already know who you can work with.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's not a thing that it was forced. I just literally, most of the people that are featured and produced on my album, I found them on the internet. They not really even popping. Like, it's just guys that make dope music, and I was like, yo, man, let's work.
Let's work, definitely. Yeah. And that's what I love about the internet, is that it kind of brings the world together.
Yeah.
So much closer to before, where you actually had to go and like find someone and hound them down, get this beat. Now it's just like, okay, well, we've got some cool people on the net, let's make this happen.
Yeah.
All right, so there's more cool people on the internet who are sending through so many voice notes as well as so many tweets. So we're going to get into a couple of those in a moment. We're still hanging out with Flame in the studio. Remember to send through 082-550-5151.
Yes, sir.
Run by Flame on 5FM. Still hanging out with the homie in studio. Still chatting about his his album Candyman, as well his brand new awards. 2-time SAHHA winner. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's a huge achievement. I don't think people actually realize. Like, I like to celebrate things like that because I want people to understand that you put in the work, and for people to actually say, yo, man, we really dig your stuff.
Yeah, I feel like people also, because it's a hip hop award, they take it lightly.
Yeah.
It's hip hop.
Exactly. And it's your peers who are recognizing you, which is
You
really
feel
dope.
me? That's the nice part about it. So I feel like we should embrace everything.
Definitely.
Like, if you're happy for somebody else, I just feel like you just opening doors for your own blessings, because you don't have that thing that's blocking you to skipping it, because now it's like you're looking at that other guy and you're like, ish, this guy's winning and why am I not winning? Why is this guy getting this? And now you no longer focus on what's really the plot, the vision.
That's so true. That's so true.
I feel like we all got to celebrate each other and embrace each other. We don't have to be friends, but like, yo, man, let's give credit where it's due.
Yeah, well, with your track record, your friends are very few anyway.
Yeah. You feel me?
All right, we've got a couple of voice notes coming through. People asking some very pertinent questions.
Yo, MsCosmo, what up? What up, Flame? Hey, bro, we're coming for Summer Award now. We finished with Hip Hop Award. We're coming for Summer Award now. Best Hip Hop Album, bro. Salutes.
Yes, you need to aim for the stars now. Did you submit for the summers?
Yes, man.
So we're gonna be holding fingers for you. Hopefully, you're gonna take that one away next year as well.
Hopefully, they just call out my name for the nominations. You know what I mean?
That's also true, because you don't even know if you're gonna be nominated.
That's the thing.
That's so true.
I hope that happens.
Oh, well, we'll be looking out for you. We'll definitely hope.
But I mean, if it don't happen, it's gonna happen. You know, like
one day. You still gotta work. You gotta work towards it.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I mean?
All
we
right.
mustn't focus on getting awards. We must work on making sure we give the best product to get the award.
That's so true. All right, we've got somebody who wants to know, hey, where is the music at?
Hey, what's up, MsCosmo? This is your name. What's up, Flame? Since I like to say, since Flame won the
SA Hip Hop
Awards
2019, he owes us a music video.
Yeah.
He owes us a music video, especially late nights music video.
Yes, sir.
So they want a music video, rather. So when's the music video coming through?
I'm gonna start shooting again this week. This coming week. Well, I was trying to shoot 2 videos, but I haven't confirmed the other one. But yeah.
Hopefully soon. Well, there you have it. That music video is on its
way.
way.
From this week, though, we're going to have visuals being done. And from probably next week, we're going to start dropping.
Nice. All right, so we've got somebody else from Pretoria here who's saying, hey, this is Meja. I just want to say to Flame that his music is really awesome. I really like Clouds also. I think it's great. Keep the great music coming.
Thank you very much. I actually love Clouds like to the fullest. That's my favorite project. I feel like that's the only project where I actually can really feel who I am, and like, you know, like every emotion, everything. Like that's where everything was really like put down on the cut and raw.
Nice. But it's also dope because you can also put your emotions into the music and have people relate to it just like she did.
Yeah,
you know?
But you know what I mean? With Clouds, it's also a different story, unlike my other projects. Because now, when I was doing Clouds, I was actually like alone most of the time. So it was like I was literally doing a big introspect. So with the other projects, I was around too many people, so there was too much opinions, too much of this and that, and you know, you gotta listen to how is it gonna affect that person or you, or so it was always like that's how I didn't really like. You know what I mean? I
hear you. But I guess it all depends exactly on how a project is kind of put together, because it's always got to be organic and you got to feel it as well, just as much to kind of push it and do the promo run with it. All right, so we're getting a lot of voice notes coming through from people in different areas. I mean, we heard Sasolburg, some people in Durban, other people in Cape Town. Isn't it crazy for you coming from Pretoria and being like, people are hearing me?
I'm from Pretoria.
Where are you from?
I'm from Katlehong.
Really?
Yeah.
So you just stay in Pretoria?
Not really. I just grew up there for a little while with my grandma, and I came back this side. But I was born this side, raised this side.
Okay. So you're an East Rand boy?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, there you go. Well, that completely changed my whole perspective. But nonetheless, either way, still coming from a place like Katlehong, and then obviously knowing that people from all over the country are messing with your music. How's that transition been for you? Because obviously first you start with your boys, then you gotta kind of convince the next person, then you're convincing the next person, you know?
Honestly speaking, like, I don't want to sound corny or anything, but like,
which means it's coming.
But honestly, I really felt like, you know, it was gonna happen. It was just a matter of me putting all my time and energy into it and just believing into it that it's gonna happen. So, you know, because I was like, I grew up in front of Marco. Marco made it out the hood. I was like, yo, man, we can all do it. Like,
that's so true.
You feel me? Like, we can all do it. He inspired me to actually get up and get it.
Nice. Well, it's nice to know that, you know, you're working with people and you're growing up with people, and the music is all being shared amongst the bunch of you. You know what I mean? All right. So we're still taking some of your voice notes on the WhatsApp line 082-550-5151. Still hanging out with Flame.
Make sure you ask the right questions.
Did you hear that? He says he wants the right questions.
Ask me some nobody asked me. Some different.
There you go. Trees by Flame on 5FM, still hanging out with him in studio.
Yes, sir. We
yes,
live.
Yes, sir.
We're live.
So your people have heard you, and they said, "Oh, you want real questions? Oh, okay. You want us to get in proper with this?
I feel like they got me too bad right now."
Okay, we got a dope question coming in first here, from East London, I think.
What up? It's Budgie from East London. Yeah. So I know when I start writing, the first thing I do is I get me a snack, because for some reason I get hungry when I write. I don't know. So just want to know, do you have like a writing routine that you have to go sit in a place and write, or maybe get a snacks to write, or what's your step one of sitting down and saying, now I'm gonna write something? What's that first thing you need to do?
Okay, with me.
And just to top that off,
okay.
since we're in the writing category, there's another question here as well on the WhatsApp line that says, Flame, how do you deal with writer's block?
Okay. First things first, I don't write music. I just record it.
Really?
So, yeah.
It's just off the dome.
I just say what I feel.
Okay.
But it's not a thing where I go and
don't you have to go back and fix it?
I do that, but it's all, I just gotta chill and think about what I'm going to say and say it.
So you practically like freestyling when you're recording?
Yeah, but it's also like, given time and meditated also. It's not like, oh, boom, I just came in and I just did a whole
Obviously, I mean, you think about a concept, but you don't physically like write down, okay, I just need it to make sense.
Also, like, I don't even think of concepts on some, okay, this beat sounds like this, I want to say this. Like, with me, I don't even, like, I don't have the song title before I even start the song. It's like, I'm going to put a melody. As soon as I hear the beat, like, I have this thing of having a melody come straight into my head fast.
Yes.
If I like the beat, so I'll record the melody exactly how it is, and then listen to it. While I'm listening to it, that's when I'm gonna start patching in words on every melody that I did on it.
That's
just
crazy.
Play with it a little bit there and there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's all I do.
Sure. Okay. I know a lot of people might envy that, because not a lot of people can do that. Maybe I might even ask you to give us a young free.
I saw Lil Wayne do it.
Well, then maybe would you be cool to give us a young free?
Yo, that's gonna be hard right now. I won't
come
even
on,
lie. Like, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's gonna be hard. Like,
okay.
I take time for me to even like do 4 bars. Most of the time, it take me like 30 minutes.
Okay.
I like perfecting my stuff. So.
Okay. Well, at least I tried. You know. Okay. Well, you have the second question. How do you deal with writer's block?
Honestly, when I got writer's block, I got a whole lot of things that I do. First things first, I don't force myself to make music. Like, if you're an artist, producer, or a writer, whatever you are as a creative, if you get that mental block in your life at a certain period of time, don't force working again. Like, just give yourself time. Check yourself, check what's around you, look what you need, what you don't need, who you don't need. Like, you have to clean out your whole energy and see everything for what it is. And from there, like, everything is just gonna come back slowly to you. You don't have to put pressure on yourself, honestly. Like,
that's so true.
That's how I deal with it.
Okay, we've got another personal question coming through on the WhatsApp line.
Stir up, it's me again, Sims from Sassoville. So I hear this man says, I must ask him questions. Well, my first question is, hey Flame, are you ever gonna get married? I'm listening to your songs, I'm like, like, are you ever gonna get married? Like, it's like different women all the time. And then the other question is, what do you think your son is gonna say when they grow up and hear the type of music you make?
You wanted real questions, you got real questions. Those are real questions.
Oh my God, that question, the last question was so crazy though. Okay, cool. First question, am I ever gonna get married? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not the type of person that's gonna...
Do you believe in love?
Ish. You know, that's a hard question. I'd say yes and no.
Okay, why?
Yes,
have you been heartbroken?
Too many times.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, the reason why I'm saying yes and no is because I'm a person that's I'm very, very sensitive when it comes to my feelings, and giving away all of me to somebody else and be like, yo, I'm yours, man, do whatever. I'm very scared of losing control of myself. That's the first thing. So once I get to a point like, you know, like when you fall in love with somebody, you get to a point, it starts with the honeymoon phase where y'all just love each other to the top. You know, everything is like, y'all are the best couple on earth. And it gets to a point where now real life strikes now.
Yes.
Now y'all gotta face each other on some real stuff. And now what happens in that moment, you're gonna start seeing the characters between you and that partner of yours. You're gonna see if your partner is really for you, and your partner's gonna see if you're really for them. That's how it goes. So I don't really put myself in a position where I'm gonna be like, if it happens, yo, we crashing, alright, cool, I'm sorry for wasting your time, sorry. You know what I mean? Let's move on. We don't need to hate each other.
Hey man,
so I don't know if I'm gonna get married. If somebody really, you know, is gonna hold me down to that point, then yeah, you won.
So you want to ride or die?
That's it.
Okay. And the second question, what do you think your children are gonna think about your music when they listen to it?
They're gonna understand it, honestly speaking, because I feel like I was expressing myself, and my music is not something that's like something that things that happen on a daily also. It's like whatever.
It's your life story, basically.
Yeah, it's a life story. So everything I could tell you, I can make an album that's gonna come out 5 years from now talking about stuff that happened 20 years ago or something. And I still haven't talked about things that probably happened like 6-7 years ago. So you feel me? So it doesn't end. I'm still gonna make songs where I'm talking about stuff about what happened in my childhood. I haven't spoken on my childhood in my music. I haven't. So there's a lot of things. So they're gonna understand, because it's just a real artist only do that. If you're a real artist and you don't have pain or you can't share content, then
then why are you in the business in the first place? You know what I mean?
What are you doing here? You're not an artist. You're just a counterfeit.
Wow. All right. So we're still hanging out with Flame, still taking some of your questions on the WhatsApp line 0825505151. We are making our way to the local top 5. We do have a brand new number 1 for this week. Last week's number 1, though, Zuchi, hanging out with Amifaku. Beautiful, beautiful song coming through there from Zuchi Coke Dope as well as Ami Faku with Regrets. It was the number 1 tune of the local top 5 last week. We're going to get into the top 5 in a moment, but we're still hanging out with Flame in studio, still taking some of your questions on the WhatsApp line. And yeah, man, keep them coming through 0825505151. I have a question. So obviously getting your music out there is a little bit different with regards to how things were done in the past, where you had to obviously do the whole like label thing and then you go through a distro. Life has changed now because we're on the internet. Do you think you want to live purely on the internet, or do you also want to be able to have your song charting on like radio stations and things like that? I'm
all for the music, like for just like growing hip hop in general. So it's not really about, because I'm part of the new generation and I'm popping on the internet, I want to be on the internet and be like, yeah, like if my song has to play on radio 100 times a day, that's a great achievement for the hip hop community, because there's somebody holding it down for them. So I don't really believe in sticking to the internet, because it is powerful, but like also, I mean, old school is still the best.
Yes, that's so true. That's so true. All right, I've got a dope question here from don't have a name, but this person's from Durban. They're saying, yo, Flame, what's the first thing you do in the morning? Do you go for your phone or do you grab a doobie?
Honestly speaking, I do grab a doobie, but that's after I grab my phone. I have a habit. I have a bad habit of taking my phone first every time I wake up. I don't know why, but like
you're addicted to the phone, addicted to the
also,
content, the internet.
swear to God, when I wake up,
the first thing you need to do when you wake up, you need to wake up and pray and say, thank you, God, for another day. And then you say, okay, let me check the phone.
But you know, that's the thing. I sleep at 3, 4 a.m. So I'll thank God before I actually sleep and be
Before you
like,
sleep.
my Father, I really
excuses now
thank
'cause
you.
you're on radio.
I swear, on my mom's life, I swear, every time before I sleep in the AMs, I'll be like, yo, thank you for another day.
Yes.
I'm really not like, just let me wake up and finish off what I got to do on this planet of yours.
Yes. All right, we've got one more really important question before we get through into the local top 5 for this week.
What up, MsCosmo? Slokshin Yemen, the PNB boy. What up, Flame? Man, I just heard you, man. You don't write. Even me, I don't write, man. I got my songs here. I didn't even write even one. So I just want to ask, man, are you signed or are you independent? Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Are you signed or are you independent?
I'm fully independent.
Mm-hmm. And you're trying to stay that way for a while for your music?
I feel like it can work. It's only about how I move.
Yes.
Honestly, I mean, like, whatever big labels can do for an artist, I think we can also work it out, because at the end of the day, those people are humans just like me and you.
Yeah.
So if they can crack the code, we can crack the code. At the end of the day, it's all about just studying and knowing what's gotta happen. And, you know, like following the rules. You can break them there and there just so, you know, stand out as your own person, but you can do it, man. All you gotta do is just believe. I mean, look at people like Casper.
Yes.
I don't remember hearing that guy had to sign off anything of it that says his music is on it and say, hey, I got this now, I gotta go get this money from this label. Yeah, we lit. That guy had to get it from the bottom.
Yes.
And he made it, and he showed us that it's possible. And the only thing we can do to improve it is do better.
That's so true.
And we have to be here to do better for the next coming generation. The next coming generation, when they pick up from us, they can make it easier for them.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
I like that. And I guess it also kind of stems from the type of people that you surround yourself with, whether you have the right team to also get all these things kind of going for you as well. Do you surround yourself with, obviously having to leave Wrecking Crew, but now obviously doing things kind of on your own. Are you finding that you're surrounding yourself with better people who are more interested in your career? Because sometimes you'll find that a lot of artists hang out with a lot of yes men, where they'll just say yeah, sure, but you don't have a lot of honest people. Do you have honest people in your team?
Yeah, I have people that, you know, they don't care about how I feel.
About your feelings.
If a point has to go across, it just goes across, and there's no other way about it. Like,
so you guys don't rock about that?
Nah, like, everybody knows, like, when it's business, if it's anything business related, if you're not part of what's going on through that business process, then it's all good. Don't even bother, like, you know, because you're gonna be a problem to us once you come in. And, you know, when it's time for us to be homies and chill and have fun, let's do that. Like, but everybody gotta go, and everybody has something to put on the table, and it's only up to you as a person if you really want to do it. I'm not the type of person that's gonna force anybody. Like, I'm gonna be like, yo, this is what I'm offering.
Yes.
Either you with it or not. If you're not, I'm moving.
That's it. All right, cool. We're gonna wrap up with Flame in a moment, but we're still taking some of your questions on the WhatsApp line 082-550-5151. We are getting straight into our number 5 entry for the local top 5 for this week.
This is the local top 5.
And number 1 of the chart, but we're still hanging out with Flame in studio right about now. Still answering some of your questions, still taking some of your voice notes. We're also taking some of your tweets, and I've got somebody who's basically angry at me right now because he's like, MsCosmo, why aren't you reading my tweets? So I'm gonna read his tweet now.
What is he saying now?
It's a guy by the name of Van Gogh, my clout, not yours. I don't know if that's his handle. And he says, yo, please tell LaFlame that I still appreciate what he did for me and my family. He came through for the boy when we needed help the most. I love him, and thanks to his moms. So are you out there saving the world, or what's happening?
Nah, thing is, you know, I was chilling at home, you know, I don't know, I think it was in the studio or something, you know. We just chilling, nothing much was happening, we just listening to music. And then I just got my mom sending me this screenshot of a fan of mine and saying, yo, we haven't ate nothing in the whole week and all stuff like that. And you know, we don't know. He was talking about he doesn't know if he's even gonna make it to school next year and all that stuff. So for me, when my mom sent it to me, she didn't even just put it on some, okay, it's just a fan, and it's just a person that's, you know, that's going through things. She was like, yo, these are the people that make sure you have something to eat and sleep today. So you should really appreciate them, and, you know, thank God. So as soon as I just read that, I read it with an open mind, and for me also it touched me because I know how it is to grow up not having anything, you know what I mean? Because I grew up like that too. So I just hit him up and I was like, yo, man, just give me your phone number, and I just gave him a little something.
That's sweet. You know, a little goes a long way, and it's always the small gestures like that that mean so much, especially with him obviously sending through that tweet like that. So you'll always have a special moment to him, even if it might have felt small, but to him it meant the world. So big ups to you, man.
Yeah, shut up.
All right. Well, in the same breath, I've got another question coming through from Refilio in Soweto.
Good evening, guys. Hi, Flame. Hi, MsCosmo. Flame, I just wanted to tell you that you inspire me in a lot of ways, bro. Like, I know that you're male, but then, to be honest, you literally are the first person that has ever became my role model. And I know it's sick, but then, yeah.
So how do you feel about that? There's a female who's obviously looking up to you, and they're saying, yo, you are my idol, you are my role model. Do you think you're a role model? Let's start there.
Honestly, not. Honestly, like, how do I put it in a simple manner? Like, I've never seen myself as that person. I just see myself as the same Lesego from Katlehong.
Yes.
Boy from, you know, I grew up in a little shack and all, you know, that's still me. So for somebody to look at me in that kind of light, it kind of, you know, it's overwhelming. It just puts a smile on my face. Just, you know what I mean? So it's really, I really appreciate the fact that, you know, I'm actually, you know,
and it's dope.
I'm helping somebody.
Yes, but it's also dope because you're also just touching the girls. It's not just the guys. Because, you know, sometimes you make music and you think, no, the little homies are going to vibe to this.
It's all about, it's all about being open-minded. You feel me? Like I said, like, I put myself in a whole lot of positions where I can be able to talk about something.
Yes.
You know? So I can be able to think for guys, and I can think for girls too, and I know what at the end of the day, right is right, wrong is wrong.
That's true. Yeah. All right, so we've got a question here that you wanted to answer. DJ Ecstasy is saying, please ask Flame, does he master music for himself or does someone else master for him?
Zuchi Coke Dope mixes and masters everything on mine since my first project, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
You can hear the clarity as well because he's such a perfectionist.
Yeah, but now, me and him always fight when it's time for mixing and mastering. Yo.
Really?
Yo, the back and forths we have is like lit, but like at the end, like, you know, it's always like a great outcome because, you know, like he really takes pride in what he does, and he doesn't really like, he'd tell me, yo man, you can't give me this stuff to mix 2 weeks before you have to drop, man.
Yes.
How are you doing that?
That's true, because when you mix and master, you need to take the time to listen and make sure that it sounds right.
I know, but you know,
hey, lastminute.com.
Sometimes you get carried away when you're making music, you know what I mean? So you forget actually that I can keep recording music while I'm done with my project and rearrange the project.
You see, that's why you're causing headaches. You see now, Zuchi must charge you more. Actually, that's what he's gonna have to do. I'm gonna tell him he must make you pump the cheese up. Otherwise, you're wasting his time. All right, the last question for today. We've got a lady here asking, before y'all stop reading the comments, how many tattoos does Flame have?
Damn, let me count, actually. I never actually checked how many tattoos I got.
You lost count.
I never actually checked. Like, I just did my tattoos, honestly. Let me see.
But how many, okay, if ballpark, how many do you think you have?
I don't know, because it's just like...
Do you only have the sleeve?
No, I have these two. So this was my first one, the Fruity Loops one, because I did it here so that my mom doesn't see it.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, she eventually caught me. And then I did this Flame one here. This was my second one. So this one too. What else did I do? I did the Panther. Well, the whole sleeve, I did it the whole day except for this.
Yes.
The Flame tattoo. So I did the whole sleeve. So I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the K1. for Got Your Home.
Yes.
I still have TWC for the Wrecking Crew. I just got a couple of music notes. I think every artist got that.
Yeah.
And then I just got a bed pull, but I need to fix it because it was painful, so I didn't finish.
Because it's
off.
right on the bone.
Yo.
That thing will take you forever. All right. So that's possibly about 10 or so, ne? Maybe more. I think you counted about 10.
It's not even close to 10. It's like 7, 8.
Okay. Well, will you get more?
Whoa, this panther is actually a half panther and half flame.
Okay.
So, it's like my spirit animal and it's me.
All right. Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us in studio.
Thank you
We
very
really
much
had a
for
dope
having
chat.
me.
This was nice and introspective for people who don't really know you. So they got to,
this is top 3 interviews I've ever enjoyed.
Dope.
Having in my life.
All right, thank you so much for joining us on the Stir Up. We really appreciate your time. Congratulations again on the awards. Best Male, Best Newcomer, South African Hip Hop Award winner.
I forgot.
Yes.
On the 6th of December, we're doing the Candyman Experience.
Nice. So a celebration.
Yes, everybody got to pull out there.
Where's it happening?
In 012 Central Pretoria.
Nice.
And
Okay.
then I got custom Nike Air Force Ones that I'm dropping also that are going to be issued at the show. So everybody can go on my page on Twitter, Instagram, and the Flame SA. The link is in the bio. That's where you pre-order your shoes.
Nice.
What else, bro?
That's so dope to get the shoe. That's nice. That's nice.
Oh, the tickets. Oh, also the tickets. Get the tickets on Whip Tickets or just go to your nearest Pick and Pay and cop a ticket and live life. Come celebrate with the boy.
And
man.
live life. There you go.
You know what I mean?
Simple as that.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to be joining Flame hopefully soon. Oh, well, you said the 6th of December. We're going to be out in Pretoria and we're going to celebrate with the homie for his awards. And hopefully he'll be taking away more awards for his career and more to come.
Oh, also with the shoes. We partner with Sports Scene to do a giveaway for 3 pairs. So,
nice.
It's so simple to win. You just gotta go tag me and Sports Scene, follow me and Sports Scene, with a video of you singing along to any of my songs from any project. It doesn't matter as long as you're singing along. Winners will be announced, and I'm also announcing the winners of the people that did the most votes for the SA Hip Hop Awards that are getting the free tickets for the Candyman Experience.
Nice. That's so awesome. There you have it. That is Flame in studio with us tonight. Really appreciated your voice notes and all your questions. He had fun with them as well. So stick around. Stick around. We've still got more coming through. Number 3, number 2, and number 1 of the local top 5 in a moment. And of course, the rest of that Gunna interview.